Hi starseeds, it's Opheana and Sikaal here with the February 2019 Ascension review.
Yes, time to update. We are cosmic shamans and teachers of universal consciousness. Today we would like to look over the energies of February. If you were wondering, are others going through what I'm going through?
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are. So what we've read in the energies a lot and seen with a lot of people and the teams discussing is it really is a time of letting go of the old timelines. And some of you may giggle and think, well, you guys always talk about that. Well, it's really letting go of solid old timelines, solid timelines that you call your identity, that you call your life, that you call your lifestyle, that you call who you are. The Ascension energies are asking of all of us to stay up to date, and over the last weeks it's really been about asking of ourselves, everybody on earth, to make the choice. Okay, so I've known for a while that this is a little bit of an area, but it's really here now. It's really time now to shift this one. And there has been big gateways, big openings, big shiftings, big dispensations. If you make the choice to let go of that old chunk of who you are, of your life, etc.
With the letting go of the old, in January 2019 we mentioned that fourth density Earth is here, the timeline is here, it's grounded strongly. You can decide to raise more and more into that energy. But with that comes more pressure, you can imagine, on any resistance, any attachment and connection to old timelines. So sometimes it may feel like there's two or more parts and you're really pulling at you, the parts that really want to work very hard to stay, the ones that dig their heels in, the parts in your life that maybe are comfortable and that you'd like to kind of take along to the new timeline. However, often it asks of you to let go of things that are no longer you, even if they have worked in the past and even if they are comfortable, and you would like to take those things along and those things you would like to leave behind. But what Spirit's actually saying is free yourself up, let go of the old timeline and step into the new, because the creation of the old is old, and there's a lot of elements there that may seem comfortable simply because you're used to them, but you don't know what adventure awaits you. And so a lot of the new waits, but that really means now letting go of the old, because if you really do want to move forward, there's a choice you got to make. Pulling yourself back from moving forward is going to be very challenging because your spirit wants you to go there. That's where the dominant flow of energy is. So there'll be more and more push and pull coming on to the old and letting go of the old. And I'm sure you all recognize it in little things or big themes in your life where you really are asked to choose. So it's not about, I'm going to go on this journey and take all this old stuff with me because it's fine and it works well with me, and then I'll do a little bit of the new. Often it's about really making big choices there and not having to let go of things that you love, but allowing them to morph into new things or show themselves to you at higher timelines.
Yes, so the teams ask, are you willing to be and do whatever you need to be and do to have your highest timeline manifest in your reality? Because it has been the time of choice and still is, and like I said, there have been gateways open, dispensations available if you do the work. The work as in facing the fears around this, as in walking through the fear, walking through the wall of fire, walking through the weathering the storm, really feeling the intensity of the energies, which often is the personality and the collective of humanity, just absolutely in your face saying, no, don't do it. but doing it anyway. That's the key. The asking of yourself, okay, so do I truly feel free in this? I haven't felt free for a long time, but I wasn't ready. Am I ready? Can I do this? I know there's support there for me, but I'm still so terrified. I'm so scared, or I'm so comfortable where I am. Why would I make this shift now when it's pretty good? You know, 3D wise, it's all pretty good. Spiritual wise, you know, I'm doing my spiritual work. The team says there's more for you. There's more for you. Yeah. Feel into that. Just take a breath for a moment. Breathe up to source. Breathe through your energy bodies down to Mother Gaia, into her heart, and feel, is there more for you? And some of you are saying, yes, well, of course there is more for me. I know that. But, or, yes, there is more for me. However, I'm just allowing. I'm just allowing. And yes, we do often say surrender, let go, allow. However, some people's allowing is a stagnation of energy, because the ascension energies, they're flowing quite strongly and powerfully. They're not allowing for instance, an initiation to, well, they're allowing, but there is a choice here to move through an initiation in weeks instead of months or years. Yeah. And if you've left it for years, there's a real push for you now, and a real opportunity now for you to do it. And again, you can stay exactly where you are. However, the opportunity, it's golden, it's here, and it's available. If you just jump on into that flow, the synchronicities will be divine, and there'll be so much powerful support.
Exactly. And they're showing me the imagery, the analogy of this flow. And they're saying what a lot of you are still doing is you're in this river of consciousness, and it's flowing fast. And you've maneuvered yourself to the side
on the shore,
on your log, and you're sitting on the shore, and you're watching all the action, and you're like, oh wow, yeah, the energies are intense. The ascension energy, man, and those timelines, they're moving fast. Wow, look at everybody, look at everything happening. And
I get hit by a log.
You're the spectator on the shore of your own life.
Yes,
and many of you are doing this, the team is saying, and some of you don't even know you're doing it. You're just watching everything, and you think you're in the river because you see all the action.
And your feet are wet.
But you're not in the river. You're on the shore in your semi-comfortable old life, not realizing that Spirit is lining so much up for you further downstream.
Yeah.
But if you don't get in the river and take these waves and flow with the excitement, not knowing what's going to happen, because when you get in the river, you're going to actually understand that it's all about being in the now. And then you make the decisions from being in the now, not from, I'm not sure where that river's bending, so just stay here and watch all the action. Mm-hmm. In fact, I'm going to watch all the action until things settle down a little bit again, and then I'll jump back into that calmer river.
Or wait for someone to come back and tell me where to go. Or wait for
someone to tell me where to go. Or here's the map to your next part of your river. The thing is, this river ain't going to slow down. This river is going to get bigger and faster until there's no more side banks to sit on. There's no more edges of the river. Everything is one river of whirling consciousness. So your Spirit has lined everything up for you now to have the most graceful ride while moving through your initiations and being positioned into the new places with the new people, the new things coming into your life to support you to move forward and live more of your mission here, which is why you're really here. Again, you're not here, most of you are not here to have just a human life. That sort of happens on the side of your mission as you will allow it. You know, and often you grew up maybe thinking that's what you were here to do, just have a normal-ish human life, you know, while being all you could be, but you're actually learning you're here to have a mission, be a light worker, and a side effect of that is having a semi-normal human life. So it's all about understanding first that you're on the banks of the river, and then getting back into the river and being brave, knowing that the little boat or the log or whatever spirit is lined up for you to ride this river of consciousness is perfect for you. And now is the time, because the consciousness river of the collective is moving on. So the longer you wait, the less bank there would be comfortably to sit on. And so your timelines await you now. And if there's one thing we've learned, is when you get guidance from spirit and you flow with it and you're brave, you get the most synchronicity in life. You get the most divine experiences. And sure, there's challenges, and sure, there's growth to be had. But this is when you truly are living in the now. And that's what Spirit wants for you, because then you can become part of this new fourth density timeline.
Yes, the team wants me to transmit that you will have heard this before, but try to feel deeply into the energy of this. You are so supported beyond what your lower mind will allow you to witness, to see, to feel, to know. Your lower mind is trying to keep you safe. Your lower mind is your personality, your ego. It is the vessel for communicating in this realm, in this reality. And so coach that part in you to be soothed, so that those waters can just lie a little bit lower, so that you can really see the truth and the reality that you are so deeply, deeply supported, even if you have no idea what's next, like Sikaal said, around the river, even if it's just all dark and you're terrified and you can see no light ahead, but you know deep down inside that is the way to go.
Yeah.
The team is saying they are here for you so much more than you have ever known or felt before. And so to hold strongly to that and to keep coaching your personality, your lower mind, with that fact, with the universal truth. Remember deeper, that these little details of the old identity, the old life, the old relationships, whatever it is that you know needs a big shift. And I'm talking just really filter down into those areas where you really know it's time, not where you're sort of telling yourself, well, you know, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, but your guidance is continually telling you it doesn't matter that it's not bad. There's more for you. There's more for you. There's something else. This is the old stale version. It's stale. It's a cardboard copy of the outside of who you are. It's like time to shed that skin and move into the other, and support will be there the whole way for you. You just need to make those steps, make those choices, and breathe. They say breathe through, and with each breath, the particles of the masters, the angelics, the family of love and light will literally be in your field, merged with you. And so they say just breathe through those moments. Find that point of stillness, find that center in your heart space, and just continually step forward. Breathe those particles of the spark of source that is in every part of you anyway, but it will assist your mind with each breath. You breathe it in and it supports you, it holds you. That is the gift that they want to give you today, to remember how much support and how much strength and how much power you have, not only within you, but they're just all around you. They're all around you.
And they want to remind you that the more that Opheana was streaming is not about the more in a material sense, or
it may be
even better, and it may be,
whatever is,
and often it will be, but
yeah.
you know, it's not about an even better relationship, even a better job, even more this, or even better experiences there. It's all about surprises as well, things you don't know about yourself, you expanding into more of the multidimensional being that you are. So if your relationship is fine, but you know it's no longer suitable, Spirit is asking you to act upon that. If you're in a job that you know is fine, but it's no longer suitable, Spirit is asking you to make a plan. Mm-hmm. If you're in a house or in a state or in a town where you no longer need to be, but it's manageable, that's not how Spirit operates, because that's the old way, and you're not here to live the old way. So Spirit is saying, get in the river and trust. Like Opheana said, all of your team is with you in each and every moment. So even if you don't know where you're going, and it seems sometimes like you even have to let go of things that were fine, you're going to have adventures and go to graceful situations. It doesn't always have to be about adventures and action. It's about getting to the next place of grace and peace and consciousness and trust and connection to the multidimensional realms within you. That all awaits you, but not if you stay on the riverbank. In fact, all that you're going to witness then is less feeling good about what was fine to date and less of a stable situation, because that riverbank is just, it's going to leave. It's going to leave. Why? Because Spirit wants you in the river, and you can trust that that's where you need to be to flow on to the next timeline. And then automatically there'll be a little island in the middle. That's where you're meant to be for a little while until it's time to take that next flow. So trust your Spirit to guide you rather than you holding on to what was manageable. And it's not so bad. And it's all pretty good. You may recognize that. Like,
I know this part of the bank.
And my boss isn't as bad as some of the other bosses out there. Or my relationship, you know, it's not really who I'm meant to be with any longer, but it's okay, you know, and there's people out there who have it worse than I do. That's not what you're meant to be measuring by, guys. You're meant to be measuring by what Spirit is guiding you, what your teams are showing you. So that's very important.
Yes, and I would like to give you another analogy with going to a restaurant. Let's call it a vegan restaurant, just to be fun.
Just with a wink.
So you're going into a restaurant and you know one of the meals really well, and you because you're a bit sensitive and you like things a certain way. You found if you try other things too much that, you know, you might react. So you know this one meal and you always order that one meal and you stick to that meal. You're very comfortable with that meal. You know how much it costs. You know how it feels when you digest it. You know how it tastes. It satisfies you enough. You are getting a bit bored with it. It's fine, but you know it well and it's comfortable. This is a basic example. What's happening is since you've been eating that meal, there have been so many new things put onto the menu that you don't know about. The world has evolved in the vegan industry. And so they're saying to look outside of your comfort, known, fine area, and to just expand your view, not so focused just on the one thing of, I know this, life's already so intense, I know this, I'm just going to keep doing this, I'll do my spiritual work, but I'm holding on to this meal, this is the meal that works for me. They're saying to see it in life that there are so many other meals out there for you that are going to satisfy you, nourish you, fulfill you so deeply that you will just have bursts of energy running throughout your whole energetic system, where the fulfillment in your life will just really ground and anchor what you've always been asking for, what you've always imagined, who you truly are, and what you, that grace, as Sikaal said, that you have imagined is possible, but you've sort of come to accept the slightly non-graceful, you know, a little bit breath of grace every now and then, but not really moving to that next level where, you know, you can find even more deeper fulfillment, more synchronicity, more allowing of who you truly are in your current reality. It can move fast. As we said, this river of consciousness, it's fast. You can make huge shifts. And what we're seeing and finding is that the people that really move through, it's like a valve type situation where you move through these areas and it just changes the way that you see so many areas in life, the way that you feel the energetics in the dimensions, the way that you see people.
Yep.
All sorts of gifts can come alive in that time zone when you really step into it and choose it. Yeah, beautiful. All right, guys. Well, that was our little February look back. Many blessings for the month of March coming up, and bring your past forward and your future back, and come into this now moment
and get in the river
and just jump into that, the
jump
center,
in.
And it's so
the
beautiful.
water is perfect for
it's
you.
exhilarating.
Yeah, and it's okay if it's scary sometimes, because
Yeah.
you got everything you need for the ride.
And you're a spiritual warrior. You have more power than you have even touched on.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So
right.
many blessings,
Yeah.
and we'll see you next time.
Love you guys.
Love you. Bye.